anybody ever had a bad day? Like, raise your hand. Bad day. Come on. Come on. So Alex is the exception. Bad day. You know, I was thinking about something to share, and I was thinking about how everybody has a bad day. You know, there's just a day that just doesn't go right, and things just start to beat you up. Things just kind of knock you down. And what do you do when you have a bad day? Like, how do you recover from that? And so that's kind of what I was thinking about. And it was interesting because when you have a bad day, it seems like nothing goes right. You know, it's like one bad thing happens after another, and you just start to seem to get beat up. And I relate everything to sports, right? So when I think about having a bad day, I think about, like, something happens. Let's just say you wake up in the morning and you don't have any food for breakfast. So immediately when you start to get up, something starts to go wrong. And for me, that's like air getting deflated out of a ball for a little bit, right? So, and then something else happens. You go to work and your boss reams you out because you didn't do your job right, you know? And then a friend calls you and tells you maybe about their bad day. So that just makes you even a little more depressed, right? And then the next day comes along and something else happens. And you start to notice through the week that you start to get drained because all the air is just kind of coming out of your life. And when I was thinking about that, who wants to play with a flat ball, right? I mean, how are you supposed to be effective with a flat volleyball? Unless you're the New England Patriots, you're not going to play with a flat ball.
Too soon.
Too soon. Sorry for any fans there. That's probably, it just fit very well. But for the most of us, playing with a flat ball is going to hurt your game. Especially in volleyball. I mean, imagine trying to hit this ball over the net. You've got to use a lot of energy now. And you're still not going to make it. So you're trying and you're trying and you're trying. And that's what happens to us in our life. Is you start to have a bad day, you start to get deflated, and problems start to come up, and what do? You try harder, right? You try harder to make your day better, but it's not working. So who can put their mouth over this hole and air this ball up for me? Anybody do that? No? No takers? Why not? Because you know that's not possible. But yet, why do we keep trying to make our day better through the week? Like, why are we trying to make our situation better in life? Like, we're trying to fill our own self up. But just like this ball, you can't fill it up. So what do you have to do? You have to get a pump, right? It takes a pump to fill up a ball. It takes a greater pressure and a greater power to fill this ball up than what we can have. And that's what we have to realize in our life, is that when we get down and things happen, we need God to fill us back up. We can't do it ourselves. It's not going to happen. But yet we keep trying. And you know, I was just thinking about in my life, like, I used to do that. Like, you know, I'd have a bad day, so I used to turn to alcohol. Like, I seriously would come home and be like, you know what, I just need some Crown. I just need to chill out, you know? And guess what? It doesn't work. It didn't work then, it won't work now. Or like, I would have a bad day, I'd be like, man, I just need to hang out with some friends, you know? Just relax, do something. I kept trying to find other things than God to fill up. I was trying to fix my situation, and it doesn't work. And if you notice, I let air out, but there's only one way to let air in, and that's with a needle. Like, I can have a pump, but with no needle, that pump is still useless, right? Still not going to do me any good. Well, that is exactly the point, is we need Jesus to be able to fill ourselves up. Unless we accept Jesus, and unless we rely on just Him and His saving grace and the fact that He came and He died for us, unless we accept that, we can't get filled back up. God can't give us what He wants to give us unless we go through Jesus and accept that. And so that's what I wanted to share with y'all today, is the fact that no matter what we try to do in our life, it's not going to be enough. It will never satisfy you. It will never work. You're going to continue to play life just flat. And it's just not going to work, no matter what you try. So I want us to just kind of, you know, make sure that we're going to God when things happen and not try to do things ourselves.